not all changes are chaos, guys. We feel almost like, are we dumb? Are we, not competent to understand how to adjust to this? We call it a change of season. Most of us can't adapt to change. Welcome to 200% Life Podcast. We're having a great time. Happy to be back. And before we get started, though, don't forget to rate, subscribe, what else? Download, comment, watch on your phone, watch another episode on your iPad, watch it on your TV, send it to your friends, share it. Hey, I don't know, what else can you do? Take a screenshot of it, post it in all your chats. Do everything. Just do it. 200% Life Podcast. All right? But today we want to get started. Amazing topic. We're going to talk today about the focus during the change of season. And it's fall. It is officially fall. We're in the middle of the fall season. It's cold. It's getting darker earlier. It's sweater weather, just like the song that's playing behind me. Boots are coming out. The leaves are changing colors. You're going to get the full scent of candles. And let me see what we got here. I got a picture full of all this stuff. Look at that. Pumpkin is back and flavored and everything. It's pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin spice cream cheese, pumpkin spice body wash, pumpkin spice creamer, pumpkin spice bagels. We got pumpkin spice ice cream, pumpkin spice Oreos, pumpkin flavored M&Ms, mini wheats pumpkin spice, everything pumpkin. So if you like pumpkin, this is your season. This is what it is, okay? But today we're talking about, symbolically going back to business, the change of season and keeping your focus, okay? Now, I'm not just literally talking about changing the actual season of weathers or seasons of the year. I'm talking about seasons that come disguised in different aspects, okay? So not all changes are going to be the same for you on a different season in your life or your career and your business, etc., okay? But let me, me with my definitions, I like to talk about change. Let's talk about change for a second. Let's define change before we start with the actual change of season. To change is to make something or someone different, alter, modify, and this is the other definition, is to replace, listen carefully, to replace something with something else, especially something of the same kind that is newer or better. Substitute one thing for another. That is what change means, and change is definitely something that happens in our lives on a almost, inevitably, very, very, in months at a time and years at a time, etc., okay? For us to understand why change is very important to you and change, keeping your focus in the change of different seasons in your life, okay? I want to let you know, last week we spoke about, Hurricane Ian and all these different things that were happening and how to keep the focus in the midst of rebuilding, etc., in the midst of all chaos. But not all changes are chaos, guys. Changes can be a change of heart, can be a change of your perspective, can be a change of vision, a change of your atmosphere, a change of the people around you, a change of a different location, a change of a partner, business or, personal, different changes happen because we go through changes as human beings on a daily basis. So when a lot of things change at the same time or something major changes, we call it a change of season. Hey, listen, I'm wearing my sweater. It was 51 degrees in Orlando, Florida today. And, a lot of people, didn't know how to adjust to change. I came into the office today and there was people in, beanies and sweaters and boots. There was even a guy with a trench, with one of those, long trench coats like you wear in New York. And we were all kind of looking and saying, no, did this just change to super? Is it snowing outside? And it's not here in Florida. Obviously, we get a couple of days of cold weather, but there was definitely a change in the atmosphere. Colder weather as we come, and us going from one season, yesterday I think we got up into the 80s, and today we woke up in the 50s. It's a change, right? So stuff in the atmosphere changed, and we had to adjust accordingly our dress, and we're saying, oh my God, it's freezing this morning. That's all we have, okay? But again, changes of heart, changes of perspective, changes of vision, changes of atmosphere will get you into a change of a certain season in your life that you have to adjust. Most of us, okay, can't adapt to change. Okay, CANT' can't, because we don't like change as a natural feeling that we have on a daily basis, because us humans don't like change. Okay, we get into a routine, we get into certain, almost like Groundhog Day of the things that we do, and then when something is off, then we're gonna be, very, very taken by it. Okay, why don't we like change? Because we lose control. We lose control of the things that we already know and we have already maneuvered, okay? We talked about creating a habit in 21 days. If you do things, a straight, 21 days back to back, you're going to create a new habit. But then when something changes, you lose control, right? We feel like we lose control because we don't know exactly what's happening, etc. The uncertainty of things also is a reason we don't like it. We can predict certain things if we know about it, but if we change things around, we're uncertain of what the result's going to be. We're uncertain of what's about to happen. We're uncertain of, what our future holds because we just got into this change. Surprise, surprise. Obviously, surprises are very, very common during changes of seasons, okay? We don't like surprises. I like certain surprises, not all of them. Don't jump out at me and scare me, please. That's no to everybody that's listening to Fee, okay? Everything seems different sometimes when you're in a season of change. Everything seems like completely different around you, okay? Your routines, your habits, too many different, activities that are happening during this change of season, okay? That's when we don't like change. And then concern about your own competence. Let's talk about it for 1 second. We are in a season of change. We're confused and feel that because we don't know the outcome, we feel almost like, are we dumb? Are we, not competent to understand how to adjust to this? And in order to avoid that, that's why we don't like to change. And just going back a little more scientific and going into, a lot of our sales psychologies and everything that we've been studying over the last, 15, 17 years in my aspect, okay, there's a part of the brain called the amygdala, and it interprets the change as a threat and releases to your body hormones of fear, fight, and flight. Like you just got to go and get out of that situation. And is your body's reaction to a protective mode to keep you from doing that change that you're about to do. That is why we resist it so much. We resist it. But again, in different seasons, different atmospheres, different perspective, different visions, different state of your atmosphere and environment and people and even yourself, your change of heart, your change of mind of something, you have to now embrace that change is going to cost you to the unknown. And usually if you're scared about it, it's something you should always try. I think if something makes you so scared, I think you should probably give it a try. It's probably some good thing to try because you don't know the different things that could happen when you do that, okay? Different seasons are going to happen, all right? When I was growing up, my father, God rest his soul, he taught me, or he said in certain cultures, change was always part of the calendar. Every 3 to 5 months, every 3 to 6 months, a business owner, in certain cultures, especially in the Jewish cultures, I believe, they will go in, if they have a retail store, they would just go in and say, we need to change everything. Move the furniture here, move the furniture there. Okay, I need you guys to change positions. Now you're the greeter, and now you're the one ringing up. You're on the floor, salespeople. Just changing. Even if business was going good, even if business was just doing amazing, my father knew some business owners in Peru that would do that. Just walk in and just make changes left and right, okay? Because every 3 or 5 months, 6 months, they just needed a new fresh breath of air, okay? Sometimes myself, I get into my office and I change things around on my desk. I go clear things out, I move things around, I change the different aspects of what I do in my systems, okay? Because that new change of atmosphere is sometimes a good thing, all right? Nothing is going wrong around me, but I want to do that change, okay? Because it's a different season, okay? And things are changing around the world, if most of you have not noticed, but they have, economy, financial markets, inflation. So many things are changing right now, changes of season, and it's time to keep your focus, okay, on your goal. Don't change your goal. If anything, if you're going to change it, increase it. Maybe change your atmosphere, change the things that you're doing in this new season because things are changing around you, okay? All right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results, okay? If your results are not there, it is definitely time for change. Okay, change the seasons of things around you. Make a change in yourself. Make a change in your business. Make a change of the relationships that you have, etc. Okay, it is time to make that to give different results. Okay, sometimes the season changes without us even wanting it. It changes because an event happened. Okay, it changes because you change your mind on things. Maybe you're not happy anymore. You want to change your mind, do different things, okay? There's a season for everything. I always tell to all my team members, there's a season for everything. And with that season, we have to make a change. Recently, about 3 days ago, I was presented with a situation that I've been trying to avoid. But my amazing wife, Gia, and then I was ambushed by my children as well. They had in their mind and wanted another member in our family. And at least thank God that it was not a human member of the family because we're done with that. It will be a miracle. We love children, etc. But yeah, 2's enough for us at least. God bless all the mothers and fathers who have more than 2 children because you have your work cut out for you. But God bless you because you're doing amazing. Okay, for us, 2 children is enough. But they want another member in the family. And of course, children, the kids are a little older now, 13 years old, 4 years old. And of course, here we go. The actual statement that every family is eventually going to get, sometimes most of it, can we get a dog? Can we get a dog? And I was avoiding the situation. I was avoiding even talking about it for, I don't know, how many, 1 or 2 months. My wife's on set, actually. Was it 2 months? I don't know, 2 months? About 6 months. Okay, 6 months, okay? And why? Because I have adjusted myself in my castle already. Like, I already know things that I want. I'm already comfortable. I'm already, expect when I get home, I have nothing else to do but to take care of myself, my children, and I'm out, okay? But, of course, comes with a dog, comes responsibility, okay? It's like another baby, for God's sakes. It's another baby, okay? And, I was resisting that change or that change of season because the change of season was, we wanted another and experience the joy of having a puppy, having a dog. Okay. And we've had a couple of dogs in the past, even before our last daughter or our daughter was born. And, there is a joy to it. We are dog people. We love dogs, etc. So I was resisting it because I didn't want the responsibility. All right. And then I'm not going to talk about sales because that's going to be another episode of why the puppy dog clothes, it got me. Okay. And of course, here it is. Let's go to the store, and we're not going to get anything if we don't really want to. We're not going to pick up a puppy if we don't really want to. And you know how much of a lie that is, okay? Because when you look in those puppies' eyes, things change, right? your perspective, your vision, etc. And as I was there in that store for 2.5 hours, which by the way it was almost like buying a car, like 17 different applications, and before we took them out, we had to get an approval from the head of that company to make sure we can take that puppy home. But as we were finishing up that transaction to take this puppy home, it sank and it said, you know what? I saw the happiness of my children, the happiness of my wife. That hey, we're actually doing this. We all came together. We're all accepting the responsibility, and now a new season has begun in my household. A season of now joy of a beautiful mini golden doodle just running around. Her name is Dior, by the way. And look at some stuff on my Instagram. You'll see some pictures. And it's a new season. Okay, I have accepted the change of the unknown because Jeremy Gomez at 40 years old with a dog was different than Jeremy Gomez with a dog at 35, 34 years old. Things are different, more responsibilities, things I've done, but I have adjusted to that new season in my household that now we have a new member of the family, all right? And I accepted it, and as much as I resisted it, just like I was just talking about, resisted in my mind, resisted in my brain, and I didn't want it, I adjusted it for the happiness of the household, and I did it. And that is the change that I'm talking about. Seasons and things change. visions change, atmospheres changes, your heart changes, your perspective changes. And again, it does not necessarily have to be chaos to be a change of season. You have to identify when it is time to make that change, because maybe you have to adjust things. And if you are doing the same thing you have been doing for the same thing for months and months and months, you know what? Get in there, get in your office, change things around, change the furniture, change things. If you're in the retail center, in the retail business, change things around your store, change things around, personnel, change, what some of your employees are doing. Maybe just swap some duties around and see if maybe it just feels different. It is there, okay? Because there is a season for everything, but I do know there's always room to have a season of change and a season of growth and a season of new results and new visions. Guys, I'll leave you with that. It is fall, and I will see you next time on the 200% Life podcast.